call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The gun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let it go. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He really couldn't have asked for better protection there. At some point, sometimes you just have to throw it away and live to play another down.
Yeah, and you just got to feel that as a quarterback. When I pat the football and I'm going through my reads, at some point I got to go, okay, I got to get rid of this thing or take off. But the defense takes advantage and gets the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. Gets it on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Let's talk about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Shakes off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Hale. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Hardy. Tripped up for the tackle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the run, still looking. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained.
Pulls it in inside the 10.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The give on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hale. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Working that left side. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback now breaking the field. Kept it and he's past the marker. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Quarterback extends the play. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Moore. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's out of bounds after a nice pickup. Did not get the first down, but that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the... He holds it in and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
To the air on second down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they tacked on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Defense not showing press coverage. On the snap, it's Moore. Now rolling to the left. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got
offense, complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch around the 50. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Fights off the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears some pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
On the move, it's Green. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. catch in the middle. It's Edwards. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. There he goes! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To throw, it's Russell. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Hill. Open space at the 25. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's low. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Play action. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Russell. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Direct snap. It's Moore. Got room to work. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They send the tight end in motion. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Casper. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're
looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Bunch formation for these receivers. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Buys a little time. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking to buy time. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 10.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Oh, they're after him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their...
Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease. It's Green. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Moore will throw. The quick out. Got a lot of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
That is